Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to another week of the Chicago Chronicles. I am just leaving the Fort Dearborn station. You can see it behind me. I decided to finally go to the doctor about my knee. It is getting a lot better, like it is significantly better. However, I was getting to a point where I'm still having enough pain and soreness. It's not really pain from the injury at this point, it's like soreness and stiffness that I was like, I should probably at least just go and just make sure it's nothing serious that I'm gonna actually make worse because I don't want to do that. But I got the all clear. We did an x-ray. She was like, there's no fractures or anything like that, nothing that would be concerned about. And she even said, she's like, with an MCL, there's not really anything that we would do. So it just it takes time to heal. She said, as long as I'm continuing to progress forward, just to listen to my body, and that I'm okay to continue to add activity. So, because I had taken another pause I had started adding the running back in, and then I paused for a whole week because I just was still having enough stiffness that I thought, well, maybe I just need to rest. She did say that me continuing to do activity could be making it sort of prolonging the healing process and just having it take longer overall than it might have otherwise. But she was also like, but I get it. I would do the same thing. So, it's like, anyway, so the point is, I got the all clear to continue to increase my activity. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue doing my low impact workouts through the rest of this week and then start to reintroduce running again this weekend. I did successfully downgrade my registration for the upcoming race that I'm in, because I'm running in the Run Mag Mile race on September 6th. And I was signed up for the 10K, and I just thought, there's no way I would be ready for that for sure, with reintroducing running. And I thought that's probably a stress on my knee, but 5K, doable. So thankfully I explained the situation to them, reached out and said, hey, is there any way I can change my registration to a 5K from a 10K? Obviously happy to still pay the 10K price. Don't need a refund. Just want, the 5K bib instead. And they were able to update that for me. So that was really great news. So I will be able to do that race, just do it a little differently than normal. All right, I am back home from the urgent care. I'm in my comfies now, and I am hitting up some leftovers for dinner. Chris is working tonight, so I'm on my own. Oh, goodness. Oh, yes. Thank you, Gertie. Thank you so much. She's so cute. But I wanted to share that I got a package. So I got inspired when a couple weeks ago I finished making that shirt for Chris, the one I had started 6 years ago. And I got inspired to make him a few more shirts. So I ordered some fabric from Mood, which is where I order most of my fabric. So I wanted to show it. I'm super excited. So this is, they're kind of folded a lot. It's on the wrong side here. Let's see if we can get it to the right side. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is one of them. It is a black kind of shirting fabric. And you can see it has little mariachi marionettes. It's super fun. So that is one of them. And then this is another one, and this one's kind of got a stretch to it. I don't know about that. I think it'll be okay though. But it has little dinosaur. It's a dark green with dinosaur footprints. Thought that was a lot of fun. Very much Chris's colors. I'm thinking Gertie and Ollie are fighting over there in the corner, and I think they just knocked a gate over. I will check that in a moment. And then the last one is also green, Chris's favorite color. And it has little birds all over it. So super fun. I'm excited. So probably maybe Labor Day weekend, when I have a long weekend, will be a good one for me to work on these. Well, it is Wednesday afternoon now. I have worked from home all the days this week because I'm going to be at a conference that we're having tomorrow and Friday. So I'm actually heading there now. It's located in the Lakeshore East area. So I'm heading there now to get all my registration stuff, my pass, all of those things. And then we have a dinner thing tonight that will take place in the Cancer Survivor Garden in Maggie Daly Park. So we are bringing Gertie on a nice little long walk to head up to Lakeshore East to pick up my registration. And then Chris is going to take her home, and I will head over for the dinner. Gertie's getting picked up for a lot of this walk because it's very crowded. One of the favorite summer pastimes in Chicago is Crown Fountain. The kids particularly love it. because it's just like basically a giant splash pad, and then like the faces will shoot out water from time to time, so the kids have fun playing in that. Well, it is a little later in the evening. I am on my way home. It was a fun night. I hung out at the hotel after I picked up my registration stuff, and then Chris took Gertie. It was really sad though, because he said that the whole way back home she was like looking back to see if I was there. So it made me sad. But hung out with some people from work, and then went over to kind of the dinner event. It was really nice, except I was being eaten alive by mosquitoes. So thankfully they did have bug spray there, which helped, but I was still getting it. So I left a little early just because I wanted to get out of the mosquitoes. So thankfully they did not follow me. So they must have been kind of local to the park. But heading home now, and excited for a busy couple of days at the conference. We do have another evening event tomorrow night that I'm super excited about. We are going to the Field Museum, and last year they rented out the Lincoln Park Zoo, so it was a private event for our company. So this time they've rented out the Field Museum. I love the Field Museum. I love the Lincoln Park Zoo as well, but really love the Field Museum. So I'm super excited to have that experience. So I get to do that tomorrow night.
I'm walking to work on, what day is today? Thursday, yes, Thursday. The weather, so nice, but someone else is here. Yeah, so we are walking. We took Gertie to daycare a couple days ago as a trial run. She hated it. She did not like being without us. But she loves other people and other dogs so much that she eventually will like it.
I hope. But we're both working today, like all day long, and we were both working tomorrow, like all day long at the same times, and so we didn't want her to be in her pen for 2 days in a row for like 8 hours each day. So we thought daycare would be a good alternative.
I think she'll love it eventually.
Hope so.
She's just kind of a scaredy cat.
She was so miserable on her trial day, and it was only 4 hours.
Maybe I can go over there and like pop in and say hello. Is that bad?
Do you think it'd make it worse though? Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe.
So the reason that we're walking to work together today is because the conference that I'm going to is taking place in the Fairmont Hotel, which is kind of in the Lakeshore East area, which you walk right through for work.
Every day.
Yeah. So I was like, well, let's walk together. And then Gertie's daycare is also in Lakeshore East. So it's convenient. We can both walk over there together, drop her off at daycare together, and then separate and go to work.
Yeah, it's just too bad. I always say it's too bad we don't live in Lakeshore East, because that would be so much
such a great
more
area.
Convenient.
All right, Gertie, do you recognize this place? Do you remember when you came here before? All right, here we are, daycare. Are you going to be better today? Bye, Chris. All right, Gertie is dropped off at daycare. She looked so sad. They took her back, and she like turned around and she's like, oh. So I did hear lots of dogs in there, so hopefully she'll get distracted by the other dogs and have a good time. My hope was she really didn't like her trial day, but I think that on her trial day she legitimately thought like, my parents have left me and I'm never gonna see them again. And then we picked her up, of course, after a few hours. So I'm hoping that after today it'll be like, okay, I've been here before, they picked me up last time, I'm sure they'll pick me up this time, and then hopefully by tomorrow she'll be like, oh yeah, I know this place, and then maybe start having fun. So we know this is good for her. It's good for her socialness. She needs to obviously be away from us. She's very spoiled in the sense that basically, effectively one of us is almost always home, so she just doesn't really ever have to be alone more than an hour or two at most. And so we know this is good for her. Obviously, like, when we travel and things like that, it's going to be a rude awakening when we're gone for like 10 days. So this is all good, but it's hard for me. I'm struggling because it makes me sad and I don't like to see her sad. So this is Lakeshore East. This is the park in Lakeshore East. It is absolutely just the coolest neighborhood ever. And the cool thing about this park is like no one knows about it, but my conference is actually at the Fairmont, which is behind, this is the Aqua, it's behind the Aqua. You can't really see it so well from here, but the Aqua is a really cool building. It was architected by Jeannie Gang, and which also the St. Regis Also, Jeannie Gang, the architect for the St. Regis, the gorgeous, really tall, like wavy building. Both of those buildings are very water influenced, water inspired. The Aqua actually, and I don't know, we probably won't really get a good angle to see it, but the way that the balconies kind of wave out, if you stand underneath, it sort of looks like waves of water. So really, really cool. I love that building. And the Aqua is not just a hotel, because the Radisson Hotel is in the Aqua, but you also can live there. There are condos. Okay, here's a slightly better view of the Aqua, so you can kind of see how it like waves. It's really cool. And I was actually wrong. This is the Fairmont here with the green top. I was pointing out a different building earlier. Well, it is the afternoon, and I'm still doing conference stuff, but I decided I'm gonna go pick up Gertie. So I have a little bit of a lull, because I'm really at an information table answering questions as people have them. And so they're still in their kind of like session right now, and they'll have another break at 3 o'clock. So I've got a window of opportunity. So I'm gonna go pick up Gertie and take her back to the hotel with me. I've promised a few people that they'll get to see her. So I'm going to pick her up now, and then I'm gonna head back because I just have to walk through this park, go pick her up, walk back through the park to get back to the hotel. And I'll have her then with me. And then once that break is over, I will probably take off for the day, and then meet up with Chris, because he's also probably gonna leave right around that same time, so we can head home for a bit before I head out to the Film Museum tonight, which I'm so excited. I cannot wait. All right, Gertie acquired, and I'm so relieved. Do you need to go potty, babe? I'm so relieved because when I got there, she was like playing with another dog, like actively. So it makes me feel like a lot better, that maybe she had actually a better day today. There's also jets flying around, and what's weird, because I don't think that the Air and Water Show is this weekend. I don't think it's till next weekend, so I'm not sure why I'm hearing jets. I haven't seen one yet, but I've been hearing them, and there's like trails all over the sky. So I don't know if you can hear them in the background, but they're really loud. Gertie does not like those. But I think today's daycare venture was a success, so hopefully, whoop, that's a loud one. All right, come here, baby. Okay, so it was like a single blue angel that just flew by, and I don't, oh, gotta turn around. Yeah, I know, it's scary. I know, it's okay. It's okay, do you go potty? So there's a single blue angel just flying around that I just saw. So I don't think it's the Air and Water Show, because I don't think that's till next weekend. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, so glad that she did well today, and hopefully that's a sign that she'll do well tomorrow. All right, I got somebody with me. So we are heading back home now. Gertie is having a hard time even walking home. She's so tired. I think she's super zonked. She fell asleep like under my chair while I was at the table, the information table. People were like wanting to pet her and pay attention, and she was like, I just want to sleep. So I think she had a good time at daycare, so I'm glad for that, because she's gonna do it again tomorrow. So we'll see how, it'll be interesting to see how zonked she is tonight. But I'm glad it went well. Oh, I did want to say that I confirmed the Air and Water Show is this weekend. So that's why I was hearing jets earlier. They were practicing. So I would have sworn it was next weekend. I don't know why I had those dates in my head, but the Air and Water Show is this weekend. What is it, 16th and 17th? I think that's what that is. So hopefully we'll get to see some of that in this vlog. I think I may go up to the rooftop and watch some of it. Heading out to the Field Museum, but I never grow tired of getting to walk by Buckingham Fountain. We are about 12 minutes shy of seeing it shoot off, so we'll miss it because I'm on my way to the Field Museum now. The event starts at 7, so it's about like 6:47-ish now. So I'm heading out. I'm gonna walk the Lakefront Trail because I think that will be a nice way to go. I went home, I did shower, just because I felt kind of gross. I think because I got like really hot, like walking to and from Lake Shore East today. So I did shower, cleaned up, feels good. And then Chris went and grabbed some Shake Shack, so we had that for dinner. There is food at this event, but since it doesn't start till 7, that's like really late for me to eat dinner. I usually eat earlier. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and eat dinner beforehand. But I didn't like eat too much. I saved like half my burger and stuff. That way if I do want something, I can get something while I'm there. But on my way now. coming close to the Field Museum now, and they are making significant progress on the Shed Aquarium. So that whole portion is kind of like, at least from the outside, looks really good. No idea what it looks like from the inside, but looks like it's coming along. Well, I am leaving the Field Museum. I did not stay the whole time because it runs until 10 and that was awfully late. So it's almost 9 o'clock now, which is late enough for me. But I made a moldorama. I didn't know what these were, but a woman that I worked with, she told me about them. And so I made this one. This is a Chicago, it says Chicago Archaeopteryx. We saw these the last time we were at the Field Museum together, and we thought they were really cool. It's a newer kind of portion of the exhibit that they have during like the dinosaur part. And it says the Field Museum on it, and I thought that was really cool. So I thought it'd be fun for a shelf. I'm gonna give it to Chris when I get home. Got some nice city views from here, and I made it just in time to see Buckingham go off. It is fun to see Buckingham go off at night because of all the lights and everything. It's a little different experience than it is during the day. But it's funny because at nighttime, they play music when it goes off. Like, they don't do that during the day. So it's kind of fun. There are also so many people, and there are like rickshaws and all kinds of things out here. Like, it's just like quite the experience. I have actually never been out here at night. Good morning. Happy Friday. We are both heading into work again together today. I have the conference still today. You're working on the river, and we're going to take Gertie to daycare. Hopefully today's goes well.
Yeah, this is day 2. Hopefully she'll have friends that she made yesterday.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope that today goes. I mean, I think yesterday definitely went better than her trial day, but I hope today goes even better. So, but Gertie is being a princess this morning and doesn't really want to walk. So. Okay, just dropped Gertie off.
She didn't like it this time.
No, she pulled really hard away. She's like, don't leave me. So it was really sad. But I do think that she'll have fun when she's in there.
She loves other dogs so much. She
Yeah.
just needs to be able to get exposed to them so she can like get that excitement out.
Right. Yeah. Learn to play with
She
something
meets him
other
on
than her
the-
cat brother.
She meets them on the street and then she's too excited and they get all annoyed with her.
Yes. Yeah. So and she was having fun when I picked her up yesterday. So I'm hoping that she gets an even better report card today, because I think her report card yesterday said like mildly friendly or something like that, like mildly playful, something along those lines. So I'm hoping today it's like full on playful, like she had fun. So, well, I just said goodbye to Chris. He's heading over to the river. I'm now heading over to the Fairmont. So the Air and Water Show is this weekend, as I noted yesterday when I heard the Judds practicing, and then I looked it up and realized it was this weekend, not next weekend. And I thought, so what we did last year is we went up to our rooftop. We have like a rooftop deck in our building, and we watched it from up there, and it was really cool. And so I was like, oh, we should do that this weekend. And then I remembered our rooftop deck is being renovated. And I was like, oh no, we don't have access to it right now. So I'm not sure if we'll get to see much or any of it at all. Because I don't know that I want to take Gertie out to it, because she didn't like the noises yesterday, so I don't think she would like it being out and about, because we've also done that before. We've just kind of gone down to the lakefront and watched it. It actually happens at North Beach, so we only really see kind of parts of the air show. We can't really see any of the water show from where we are, and going to North Beach is crazy because it's really busy during the air and water show. We have talked about doing one of the cruises, because they do cruises on the lake for it, where you like pay, a fee, and you are on the cruise for, a couple of hours during the air and water show, and it usually includes like a meal and drinks and that kind of stuff. We've talked about doing that, and I would like to do that maybe next year, because I think that would be a really cool way to see it. But I also think it'd be stressful for Gertie to be home by herself, because we do hear like the fighter jets. We hear those really loudly in our building, because they do flyovers like over all of downtown. So even though the actual show is happening at North Beach, the big planes, like the big fighter jets, are flying all over, which is like what we heard yesterday. So you get to see them, and that's the best part that we can see from where we live. And it's pretty cool to see, but it is very, very, very loud. So I think it may be stressful for Gertie even just being inside our house. So maybe we'll head over to my parents and kind of see what we can see from their place. And that way at least she'll be with us, but we'll see. I don't know. I hope I get to catch a little bit of it, because it is a lot of fun. All right, I am on my way out to get Gertie again. Once again, for the second day in a row. I did not make it all day. So I'm going to get her. I'm going to go back actually, and we have like the closing remarks to close out the conference. So for the last like 45 minutes to an hour, I'll have her with me. But I'm excited to pick her up. Hopefully she did better today and had a lot of fun. All right, I just picked up Gertie. I'm heading back to the hotel. She did really well today. Yay, I'm so glad. So when I got there, I looked into Tiny Town and she wasn't in Tiny Town. And so the girl was like, oh, she got graduated to the big dogs today. So that means that she was really playful, which is great. So if they get, because she's like 15 pounds, so she's little, but she's not like little. And so in Tiny Town, there can be some little dogs in there. So it's really more for like the gentler dogs. So like there's even like big dogs that go into Tiny Town because they're like super gentle. If they get like kind of rambunctious in their play, they'll get to go in with the big dogs. And she was in with the big dogs. And she said that she made friends with a Springer Spaniel named Norman. Some other dogs walking by. So she made friends with Norman today. So they were just like best buddies and all over the place together. So she did really well, and I'm super proud of her. Happy Sunday. We had a pretty lazy day yesterday. I mean, Chris did work. He closes again today. But true to form for the last few weeks, where we've had a busy week during the week, we've had a lazy weekend. So I did order a Costco order from Instacart. So I'm heading down now to load up the cart with all of that stuff because the driver's on their way. And so I'll unload that. And then otherwise, I don't know what else I'm gonna do this afternoon. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more productive than yesterday because I was definitely lazy yesterday. All right, I've got the card loaded, heading up the service elevator now to unpack it all. All right, we have got it all off the cart. So these are my gluten-free pizzas. There's a total of 5 here because Chris's comes with 4 in it. And I tend to eat pizzas like a lot of nights that he closes. So that's kind of a good thing for me. This is all of our freezer stuff like chicken, ground beef. Got some like kind of like sausages here. And then of course our fruit for smoothies. I got some CeraVe. We like to buy both kinds of protein, the chocolate and the vanilla. I tend to mix mine and do like a scoop of each. Chris likes the chocolate the best. And then we get, of course, different bars, fig bars for Chris, pine bars for both of us. And then I'm trying out the Bobo's PB&Js. Let me know in the comments if you have tried these and if you like them. Thought I'd give these a shot as just a different kind of Bobo's to try, because I really like the Bobo's muffins. Obviously maple syrup. Chris uses that on his waffles. And then super greens. It's like an everyday thing for us. Are more of the Goodles gluten-free pasta. We also got some of this spicy vodka sauce. I thought I would really like it. I really like the Rouse sauce, but I wanted to give this a try because I really like vodka sauce and I love spicy sauce. So I thought that'd be good. We are making Ronto wraps this week, so I thought I would give these tortillas a try. They looked good. They're more like wraps, so I was like, maybe they'll be better from like the gluten-free standpoint, because a lot of times gluten-free tortillas just crumble. So we're going to give those a try and see how they are. Beef sticks for snacks, and then of course all the sparkling water. We drink an insane amount of sparkling water. I have recently become completely and totally obsessed with sparkling water. So we go through a lot of it. And that's generally the indicator that it's time to go to Costco, is when we need sparkling water. But I did do an Instacart delivery today instead of us going, just because we kind of have to arrange a time for us to go. Because I think we've explained this before in our Costco haul videos, but for us to go to Costco, we have to both go together. We have to take both carts. It's quite an ordeal because we take the train out there. And of course, we don't have a car, so we walk. So it's quite an ordeal to go to Costco. So we have been supplementing with kind of like Instacart deliveries with Costco for the times that we just don't really have the time to get out there. I think it's particularly hard this time of year when Chris is working. It may be easier for us in the wintertime when he's not working. Although in the wintertime, it can get kind of messy. So we'll see. That has yet to be seen on how that will work out, but hopefully it will work out okay. Otherwise, the Instacart works really well. We pay a little bit more because you pay kind of a service fee and like a tip and like all of those things. But honestly, it's worth it to save us the time and trouble of having to get out there. I do like going to Costco though, because I like to kind of walk around and like see what they have. These trips are great for like, we're out of things we know we need. It's like kind of a different, but it's great for supplemental for sure. And then kind of maybe we'll make it out there, once a quarter or whatever. So that's kind of the thinking anyway. All right, got all the Costco stuff put away. I'm gonna return the cart and take all of this down to recycling. We have like our little recycling bin here in the vestibule, but this is too much stuff, so I'm gonna take it down to the big bin. Okay, I've decided what to do with my afternoon. Someone's getting a bath because they got stinky from daycare. I'm sorry, babe. She's not happy. It's all right, babe. From the bath now. She's drying herself off here on the towel. You ready to get out of the bathroom, babe? Not your favorite thing? Now we have the couch zoomies. Is that working? Drying you off okay? Bath time over. Been trying to sneak in some brushes here and there. I've got a little like dry brush. So I found this shampoo called I Heart Doodles, I think is what it's called. And then it has like a leave-in spray conditioner that you use. Because I just don't genuinely know how to take care of her hair. Since I've always had dogs that had like fur, not hair. And hers is definitely like gets tangly and it gets like matted. I did have to cut out some mats around like kind of right where like her tail is, because there was too much, so I just like kind of clip those out, but I was able to like put the detangler in and like comb her with a comb. Yeah, show off your pretty hair. And I just got her like brushed a little bit to get the hair kind of out of her eyes, and it was much easier to brush her after the bath because of the detangling spray. So that was definitely a good call. That worked really well. So now she's all clean and she smells good. You smell so nice. Yeah, she got real stinky at daycare. So I think she definitely had fun and enjoyed herself, but oh my goodness, she was very stinky. So she needed a bath for sure. But she's all clean now, which is great. Chris has already left for work. It's like Sunday afternoon now, and I am just going to kind of chill out for the rest of the evening. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. So this is the end of the Chicago Chronicles for this week, and we will see you in the next one.